Blair, another episode of Winter Nutz Podcast.
Yeah.
This time we are at Ghostrider Motorsports in Marysville.
Yeah, welcome.
Pretty sweet place you got here.
Thank you.
A lot of stuff on display. Some pretty sweet bikes on display.
Yeah, we got all our spring stuff coming out now.
Yeah, it's that time of year.
Yeah, it's beautiful outside, so why not?
It is.
Get
Actually, it's warm. Man, it's even getting warm in here.
Yeah.
Might almost be time to flick the AC on soon.
I know, yeah, that's a good feeling.
It is. So I wanted to kick the podcast off today with what's happening with snowmobiling and the Big Iron Shootout. There's been a lot of posts and comments on Alberta Sledders Facebook page of people asking, when is Big Iron Shootout? Well, we've been having to tell people that it's not an event. This is friends only getting together, and they've now called it a Big Iron Shootout. It's just us doing what we do, and because Muskoka says he's coming out to Big Iron Shootout and films it and posts a video, doesn't mean that it's a Big Iron Shootout and it's open to the public. This has been a event only for friends. So a bit of history on it. 3 years ago, so as of this coming month, it'll be 4 years ago, I guess, we had a day in Revelstoke. The Creekworks crew invited me to come out and go snowmobiling with them in Revelstoke, and we brought Alex Hansen from Sled Farm, and so it was a whole Creekworks team, crew, film crew, all those guys. And we climbed chutes. We had a freaking wicked day. Check it out on Sled Farm's YouTube page, A Day in Revelstoke, and it was fun. And then the year after that, they're like, man, this is so much fun. Why don't we just call it, we're all getting together for a Big Iron Shootout, which is actually where my hat came from. On the back of one of the trailers, they wrote the Boulder Dome. 2023 was the first year of it. Big shoots, big horsepower, bigger women. And it's just all of us friends getting this hat and riding together, and it being called Big Iron. And so, like I said, Muskoka gets it on YouTube, and if you want to watch it, I mean, Muskoka's going to post it again. Creekworks is going to post it again, so you guys can watch it there. But this isn't something that we want to turn into an event and have 1,000 people coming up the hill, because then Revelstoke's not going to let us get together to even have this little 50 friend group kind of get together of climbing chutes. So it's literally all of us kind of friends that have ridden for years and climbed chutes, and there's even some other friends coming out, some of the old Boost movie guys, like Neil and Randy come out and watch, and those are the guys that we used to ride with and we're friends with. So they're going to come out and maybe take part. I know there's a couple sleds getting sold, so a couple other friends are going to join in, but it's really, like I said, it's just a bunch of friends getting together. We all know each other. So I'm just asking, this isn't something that we're going to have for spectators. This isn't, we're not inviting people to come watch this. This isn't a show. This is us just being us and getting together and having fun. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, so obviously people are asking, and it's coming up. I'm not saying when it's coming up, so it's we're just all going to go there and have fun here.
Yeah.
So moving past that, back to the regular scheduled programming, and that's what's going on with Arctic Cat.
Well, obviously, I think everybody saw the news on same day as the Polaris release that there was some big wigs in the Thief River Falls production facility, that being the old CEO of Arctic Cat,
Brad.
Yeah. So with him wandering around there, obviously there's massive speculation, and I think everybody's right. Why would they spend the time, spend the day walking through there if there wasn't something brewing?
Something's brewing.
Something's brewing for sure. So we're all just patiently waiting for that release date, but I think it's going to come soon.
And
I look forward to it.
Another thing my wife found on this post when they released, or someone made this post, that I guess it was Snowgoers magazine, that they were spotted there together, was that there's 2 new Arctic Cat dealerships.
Yeah.
In the East, I assume in America.
Yeah.
But so they're bringing on 2 new dealers, which is, why would you bring on 2 new dealers if you were
nothing
planning.
was going to happen.
So this is all planned. We need to get rid of the people of Arctic Cat is closing and this and that. No, it's just that they had to release a media release that they're still halting things till May.
Yeah.
And it hasn't changed. They announced this in December. The post is the same post. The email, the letter was the same letter that was sent out in December. Same word. Nothing's changed. They're holding all employees until May 20th. Otherwise, if they leave, they don't get the severance. AKA, don't leave. We're gonna need you.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, word on the street for a while has been that they have been sold. So, and I mean, I'm pretty confident that that's the way the things are going to go. They're just going to wait till the last minute, and all of us are just patiently waiting.
Yeah.
Right?
Same.
So, it'll happen.
Yeah, it will. So there is some other snowmobile news, and that was timber sled. I don't know. I didn't read it. I'm just hearing from people what was said. Did you read it?
I didn't get to read it either. No. I mean, I kind of skimmed through a little bit of the comments and stuff, and it was just, I think my understanding is it wasn't financially feasible.
Yeah.
To carry on, because I don't think the market is massive. I mean, obviously there's a market there for sure, but I don't think it was big enough to carry on.
So I wonder if they're going to put that up for sale or what.
Yeah, I would imagine so. I mean, if somebody went in there, they just closed it down. So if somebody went in and offered them money, I'm sure they would just sell it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, I don't know a lot, so I obviously am asking the same questions. Like, did they lay people off? Like, I don't know that one. That's something we'd have to get a Polaris expert in here for, or a timber sled expert, and maybe they would know some more.
Yeah.
I don't want to say something and be wrong. So anyone that knows something, feel free to put it in the comments below and share what you know on that. Besides, there's nothing getting built right now for timber sled.
Well, that's it. Yeah. I mean, another conversation is the tariffs. Did that have something to do with it? Obviously, right? I mean, it keeps on getting put on hold, so who knows what will eventually happen when the dust settles.
Yeah.
But most of our manufacturers. Well, I know Polaris is in Mexico, I believe. I know obviously Cat in the U.S., so that'll kind of affect things.
Yeah. But you still have inventory,
Yeah.
a lot of inventory, and you have Arctic Cats in stock, so there's no tariffs on any of that stuff.
No, all the inventory that we currently have, even especially working with Yamaha's working hard to get everything into Canada by the 25th, which is the deadline to have things across the border.
Yeah.
So all of our inventory, till the end of the year will probably be tariff-free, because we'll have it before those sink in. Even all of our sport boats.
And gear and stuff like that, I guess.
Most of the stuff is through Canadian distributors.
Oh, so it doesn't affect that.
Doesn't
will it affect the Canadian distributors, though, with how they're getting the product into Canada, though?
It likely will.
Yeah. Unless they
likely
get all that stuff in before, like Yamaha's doing.
Exactly, yeah. Retail pricing will probably go up, but I suspect we probably won't see that on the floor until summer.
What's the date of that?
The
they have to have it all
25th
in?
of this month.
Oh, yeah.
So March 25th is the deadline to have everything into Canada to avoid tariff.
And you guys are going to have a bunch of boats then, too, you said?
Yeah, we've got all of our sport boats, our wake boats, like the Yamaha 255, 222s, 195s. They're all coming in by the end of the month.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. And then I guess Polaris also released their sled the other day.
They did, yeah.
The Burant backcountry sled is what I saw.
Yeah.
So with some bumpers, a bag.
Front bumper, rear bumper, a bag, and I think colors.
Yeah.
I think is the thing. I'm not sure if they changed anything mechanically that I read, but
Just maybe your seasonal updates that each sled gets as the year goes on.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And you know what? I don't blame them for doing that and just leaving it as is, because you can't go and let a new sled out or have a bunch of updates and then each dealer's got 20 or 30 snowmobiles still left over from this year that haven't sold.
Yeah.
Now they won't be able to sell those if there was a whole different sled coming out, or a better sled, or an updated sled of some kind.
Yeah.
So
And I mean, it's a good machine anyway. So,
it is. Yeah, they got nothing to change. Don't need to right now.
At least this gives the dealers a little bit of an opportunity to unload some inventory.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm sure there'll be some pretty big reductions coming in. All three
they've already
dealer
started.
manufacturers, yeah.
Yeah.
I guess so. But nothing on the Cats yet.
Nothing
You
solid
know what
on
I had
Cats
to guess would be that when they release an actual release on who purchased it, and when all this comes out, I bet you then that same week it's like, okay, we're also dropping the price of 2024 inventory, 2025, I guess, inventory.
Yeah, it'd be 2025 inventory. I mean, there's a little bit of older inventory, 24s kicking around, but not many. I think we've only got 124, and a little bit left, but
Yeah.
the prices on those will drop substantially here.
Well,
Yeah.
so I wanted to come in and check out the place. You got the new Sherco you're sitting on,
Yeah.
300.
2025, yeah.
a demo.
Yeah.
It's a pretty sweet bike.
It
I'm
is.
definitely going to take it for a
weapon.
rip. So,
Yeah. We've done well with Sherco.
yeah. And they're an Italian manufacturer.
French. Yeah.
Okay, so there's no tariffs on those.
No
Nothing's
tariffs on
changing.
these guys here. Nothing will change. And then we also carry Beta as well, which will be also no tariff, and that's an Italian bike.
Okay.
Yeah. So we've got a few of those kicking around. We got some in the back there, and
Yeah, quite the bikes. I guess you can't see it with the angle of the camera, but there's some down here in the corner. I'll take a picture and add it later, but
yeah.
okay, thank you. The main purpose of this podcast was I needed to get on and talk about the Big Iron. So I kind of said what I had to say and shared what I have to share.
Yeah.
I'm going to post this to a couple Facebook pages, Alberta Sledders. The header's obviously going to say something along the lines of Big Iron is not an invite, or is an invite only event.
Yeah.
So not a spectator event.
Yeah. It'll reduce
It's
the
not
risk
even
too,
yeah.
right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, well, thanks for your time. So here for the second half of this podcast, I have a local Cranbrook guy that just was out on an 858 Catalyst, the dealer demo. Corey, how was your ride and where'd you go and kind of what were you doing? You don't need, it's all good, man.
We're up near McDermott, up to Wimster.
So that's like the Fernie area.
Fernie Lizard Range.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And good snow?
Mix of snow, got kind of a 30 centimeter, 35 centimeter reset overnight.
Oh,
And
really?
we got to have a day on
So you guys were up there a couple days ago?
for the
So
past 3 days.
Past 3 days.
Yeah.
You were staying at a cabin. What cabin was that?
Wimster cabin.
Wimster. And that's something that's like part of the Grizzly Basin Outfitters, isn't it?
That's right.
It's a pretty sweet cabin.
Really nice cabin.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did a great job on that one.
And then so you're riding from that location, so you got to ride in.
Yeah.
And from there you're riding into the Alpine. And were you guys sledding or skiing?
We did a mix of both.
Mix of both.
It was mainly just sledding to get roads put in for skiing, but
Yeah.
got a little playtime.
So you had some friends that were skiing,
Yep.
and you had some friends that were sledding with you.
Yep.
Sweet. And so you rode the 858 in, and that's what you rode for this time because your sled was down. They accommodated you while your sled was down and gave you a demo.
That's right. A hell of a demo.
Yeah, you liked it?
Loved it, man. What a backcountry weapon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have an Alpha 1.
Yep.
Just to make it clear that you're coming off an Alpha 1 and then trying the Catalyst. And so you're pretty familiar already with the Alpha Rail and Alpha Track. So the track's the same. You have a 154?
165.
165. So you're a little bit shorter now, but still basically the same track. So you're changing chassis and changing horsepower, and you had a great experience. You had fun.
Had a lot of fun. Yeah, a lot more lower end grunt.
Yeah?
Feels way more precise when you're going across variable, things like that. They finally fixed that steering where you're coming across. You just know where it's going, and it makes it good, precise, and playful.
You can pick your line and it stays there, right?
Yeah.
I find the same thing. We even went for a night ride here. Geez, what night was that? Wednesday night. And what a great ride that was. I got a helmet light, and it made it almost seem like I was riding in the daylight. But man, you can just pick that line, and it's effortless. I don't even need to spin the track. I can just pick my line through the trees up the hill, and not trench because I don't have to ride that hard. Because I need to make sure the rest of the guys are going to follow the trail in the dark and know where I went. So I don't want to trough it all out on them, and it doesn't even trough until I lay into it, and then it's going to wheeling like you said.
Yeah.
It's a riot when you turn it on.
right up.
Yeah. Everything worked. You like the shock? Did you play at the screen?
Yeah, I mixed around the screen a little bit. Didn't touch the shocks. Just rode them how they were. And
Yeah, I had them set up there. I took it up for a day. Well, I had it for 2 days. I dialed them back. They came really stiff. I softened them up. Kind of made the ride a little more enjoyable because it has the ATAC button. So why would you have it so stiff if you have ATAC? That's what's stiffening it for you anyway. Yeah. So soften them up, made it a nice ride. It wheelied when I wanted it to wheelie. Hit the ATAC button when you don't want it to wheelie, and it holds the front end down.
Yeah.
Did you pack skis at all and go skiing, or how did you accommodate that not on your sled?
I threw it on the other guy's racks.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, sweet. So you didn't change racks, you didn't mount anything to it yet?
No.
Because they have the whole attach system, or the Arctic Cat system that mounts there, but I didn't know if you had found a mount yet. No. So nothing to share with that yet.
Didn't have the mount, just the regular tunnel bag on there.
Yeah. Sweet.
Which was a super nice tunnel bag.
So it sounds like you'll be someone, looking to purchase one of these in the future possibly, hey?
Yeah, it works. Yeah.
Well, thank you for your time. Winter Nutz Podcast. Anyone that's not subscribed, please hit subscribe and like the video. If you have any comments, questions, or anything to comment on that you'd like to see in the podcast, please leave a comment there at the bottom. Thank you, Corey.